everyone, and welcome back to another video. It's Brianna Ray from BriIY here to bring you a big box. All right, let's zoom you out here so you can see. I got one of those fancy button making machines. This is marketed for children, but it appears to do the same thing, so I kind of don't care. This is huge and pink, and I'm really excited. So I did kind of already peek in it a little bit, shh, don't tell. But it has all these cutters, so we can cut our circles out like perfectly, which is kind of cool. The button maker works with 3 different size buttons. These ones I believe are 2-inch buttons. We've got these little babies, which are I think 1 inch, and I believe these must be 1.5 inch. That's at least my guess. And so we've got the, pin fronts, we got the little back bits that they attach to for each size, different Allen keys it looks like for everything. These are like little cellophane bits so that they can be like shiny, so if you like print it out on regular printer paper, it doesn't get stuck or whatever, or bleed, or I don't know. And these are just like pre-cut circles if you wanted to draw on them, which is again just kind of a nice little addition. Probably not something I will be needing. Pull all these out. Gosh, it's a lot of stuff. Here's the actual machine, and if I'm not mistaken, you just kind of push like that, and then each of these is for the different sized buttons. This is like, I guess, a sample button that they threw in here for some inexplicable reason. It looks like there's a couple more things towards the bottom. Oh gosh, look at that. Looks like we got like a cutting board down here, some directions, and oh yeah, a book for us to like cut stickers out of. It like came with like the branding or whatever for this. I don't know why some of them are round pages. But see how it's like already got the circle there, so we could just cut that out and make those into buttons. And I think they have like black and white ones, so you can color them in or something like that, to that effect. Oh wait, nope, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought there were some black and white ones for you to color in, but maybe not. It's a really heavy duty cutting mat, so I'm very excited about this in particular. And I'll just open up one of these for fun. There you go. And you can see that it inserts into the machine here, kind of like this. It like slides in. Oops, but not all the way. And that's how you do it. Let me actually walk you through the assembly, and I'm gonna make sure I have the right center bit in here. I don't want to do the tiny ones. I just kind of want to do the, I kind of want to do the big ones. Let's do the big one. All right, work with me here for a second. So we get our piece. This comes off. This goes through the bottom, and I believe this needs to attach somehow into the top. So if we flip, you can see it's kind of got this notch in here, and this guy has a notch in there. So we are going to pop that in there. I think it's magnetic. Yeah, it'll pull right out. It sticks in with a magnet. Cool. And then we'll be able to push down like that. So sweet. I'm a little confused about why that is so loose, but I don't know. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like that. I will say it doesn't really look like that in the picture, but whatever. Okay, now this. So one has a metal ring and has like a deeper recess. This one does not. It looks like I'm supposed to slide it in from, okay, let's look at it the same way as the picture. So it's got it on this angle. This side slides in this way. And that, in theory, does the thing. And it comes with these pins so that we can kind of see. Oh, you can't really see. Right here, there's like a little hole. You can shove that pin in there to stop it from shifting to where it do not go. Sweet. So that's nice, I guess. There we go. And it's kind of doesn't really got a whole lot of like a resistance to it. I'm wondering if that's because there's no button in there. Obviously. So I'm thinking we're actually going to use these guys just to figure out if we can get this baby moving. And I also want to test the ability to center this. So I don't know, I'm just gonna draw something real quick on there. Little pink heart. Beautiful. And I'm gonna grab a little piece of plastic here. Got those. And now I'm just gonna work through the directions. Plastic film is necessary. Okay. So glad I double checked because I did have it in here kind of wrong actually. So you can see there's like this thing here and like, I don't know. Basically this needs to be in between both of these. So make sure it's doing that. This, based on whichever one is in there, I guess, will either twist to have these little notches fit in to clip up further or out so that it pushes all the way down. So you can see, hopefully, there's a little thing here, so it'll either push and that pushes them out of the way, or if I pull it back and push the other direction, it brings back and then pushes I don't know if that made any sense. But right now, I do need them out of the way. It says we go with the the metal bit first, kind of fits in there. Then the picture that you want, and then your film. Yep. And push mold to make it under upper mold directly. Press the handle. Upper mold should be, none of that made any sense to me, but I've got my pins in the right place. Make sure we're pressing the right way. And let's just, for all the marble. Ooh, did you hear that? That was fun. Now let's pull it out. Oh, okay. Push left to make it under upper mold directly. Press handle. What? Put gasket on iron bottom edge. Gasket? Oh no, am I missing something? It's a gasket. Wait. Oh, haha. The plastic badge does not require a gasket. This is if there's metal, there's like some other piece, some like plastic bit you're supposed to have. But I don't have those. I have plastic ones. So then that simply comes in here. The pins towards the back, kind of fits in there, and I believe you push it back this direction, and that will put these little tabs back in those holes, I suppose. Okay, got it nice and centered, and I'm just supposed to push down again, all the way up, and it worked, and it's centered. And it worked. Okay. This might be the fastest, like nothing went terribly wrong. I guess I'll test out the circle cutter, which I'll need to. I have some badges that I wanted to make for the new teachers in my building. Okay, got some more stuff printing, so ignore that noise back there. But I did test out this cutter here. So basically this thing is set to the correct size. And there's like a blade here. You can twist this and kind of adjust it to whatever size you want. So there's that. I have it set to just on the outside of this here. So I'm gonna push down in the middle and basically just kind of rotate this baby around. It is not easy at all to do this. I will say that as well. It's just not really good at it, frankly. You can kind of see here how the metal is actually tinier than this, so it kind of stretches around. So you gotta make sure whatever you put in there can be stretched. I also want to make sure that I have it lined up pretty nicely, because the thing that will bother me personally is whenever I put the button on the back, I don't want it to be like this, you know? So I'm going to want that energy for sure. There you go. A nice crooked button because I did it wrong. But yeah, I mean, it does work as long as you center your stuff. Updates after this is I had my first fail, and I will be real, it is because I didn't line this up and it went in really crooked at first, and it totally ruined this. So yeah, it wouldn't even kind of come in and out. I had to kind of smack it around a couple times to get it to fall out, and then I was able to pull it out from there. But yeah, so these are now effectively garbage. I also had 2 more experiments really that I wanted to try. First, I want to try paper, no plastic, and then I wanted to try cardstock. So let's start with paper, no plastic. So pop this in, and paper, but no plastic. Pop that in, and we're gonna slide it, get it nice and organized up in here, and push. It doesn't really give you a good thunk, maybe like you would imagine, ever. It still holds, so that's good. Pulled it back, and now, wait, I didn't put the back in, oops. Now let's do that, pull it back. And that one goes down a little bit further, put out. Okay, so I mean it works. It's just not protected, I suppose. I guess that's the problem. Cool, well, it's good to know that this works. Now, test number 2. I'll put this plastic in now so I don't forget. Okay, then I've got thicker cardstock that is not super well cut, I'll be real with you. I'm just being picky. So, that in, and pull. Make sure it's centered. Ooh. Okay. Woo! Hello? Oh! It took it. Caused a ruckus, but it did go. Okay. And add the back. It's definitely a harder press. Oh, but she works. Okay. So this is a win, like on pretty much every account. This has not failed me. But I made 10 buttons, and I had this one that went wrong visually, like just folded up in the wrong way. And I don't know if it was maybe because I looked at it stupid or what. This one I know was my fault. So there's that. I also know that this time when it was crooked, it was 100% my fault because I cut the circle out crooked. So that answers actually a lot of questions, is make sure you're lining it up nice and even. And it messed up only about 1 in 10 of my buttons. So that's, I don't know, those are your stats. So overall, this was kind of a win. I mean, all accounts of this worked for me. And let me get you the prices on this as well. All right, this baby here, this whole machine, the press itself, plus the book, the cutters, blah, 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 all this came to $99. So that's a fair bit of an investment, I will say that for sure. However, it came with everything I needed and more. It is fully functional. I didn't have any issues setting it up. It's quick, it's easy to learn. It has 100 of each size as well. That looks like, what is that, $99 divided by 300 buttons. That's like $3 a button, not even including the machine. So the unfortunate part is that, you know, if you break it, you bought it, frankly. I mean, there's like no These are kind of bad and broken, so they're just getting tossed away. Bad, broken, or just, you know, testers or whatever. So unfortunately, I can't really do much with these. I suppose I can keep the plain ones for funsies in case I don't know, want to have a dry erase button maybe. And it came with all the samplers too and everything that I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with. But I mean, other than that, this is like fun. This is a cool project. It's cool to like customize or whatever. Obviously the image must be bigger than what you're trying to go for. The fact that this fits like just barely was kind of luck for me after I printed all those out. And the good news is if you want to try out specifically this size, it looks like there is well, one, all of these have 5% off coupons right now in multiple colors. They have a blue one, a green, and the pink, which is what I have here. And they have a green one that only has these large size buttons, 100 pieces of that, and that is $59.99. So $60. So if you're trying to save $40 and not get the other pieces, parts, and the interchangeable bits, I think one machine that has these different pieces in it is like a really good value, especially if you're going to be making these a lot. I'm super excited about this, and I feel like there's like a ton of opportunity here. Plus, these are pretty universal for most button makers, so it should be pretty easy to continue to get stock for these if you run out of the pieces that came with the original kit. Right, so the top of these boxes will tell you how many millimeters each of these button blank sizes is. So this one's actually 2.25 or 58 millimeters. I found another set of the metal pieces, the plastic backs, and the clear film all together for $30 for another 200 of them. And I just did the math, and that is 15 cents per button. So once you got the machine, the rest of these are, I mean, relatively inexpensive. Obviously, you do kind of need to buy them in bulk, but there's not super often that I intend to just be making a single button. And it also looks like for similar prices for the smaller sizes, looks like $22-ish for some of these. What is this? The 32 is $23 for 500. So if you're even making tinier buttons, then you get a bigger bang for your buck. Obviously, you get way more buttons for even less than that. And the 25 for some reason is more expensive than the 32. And a lot of these have some coupons as well, so definitely something that you can keep using over and over and over again. I even foresee myself using these cutters probably over and over and over again. But for now, I need to find a way to fit this back into my supplies, and I need to go pack these up to give them to my new teachers at school. So with all that said, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. I do put out new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I would love for you to be here for the next one. Thanks again so much, and I hope to see you then. Bye!